So we're about a week done building already on week 2, and it's going way faster than I thought it was gonna go. I think than any of us thought it was gonna go. We made a ton of progress. Pit is like almost done, and that's by far our biggest chunk to accomplish. We've got pretty much all our supplies. It's all sitting in here. We got our foam for the pit, everything, and yeah, huge amount of success. Scheduling's coming out soon, that's done, so looking good.
Guys, we got 2 boards left and we're done framing this behemoth. Yeah. Woo!
Yeah! Woo! You're my biggest fan! You're my biggest fan! Woo! Yeah!
I am very, very excited about what we have already done, and it's really, really nice to be in a physical space that we can actually move in. We haven't really done much parkour in it, but we can actually feel it and be here, and it's like new home. So it's like super, super, super exciting.
Are you still?
Okay, so what we could do, so
Am I saying like, oh, didn't see you there, step into my outfits.
Well, I recorded that, so we could use that.
So we can use that? Oh no! So we did a lot of behind the scenes work prior to like getting a gym going. I know when people think of like starting a gym, a lot of their thoughts come to like, how are you running classes and like what's your build out? And a lot of kind of that physical element, but we put like years of planning into this beforehand. Some of the, I guess, more boring things we did, and one of the most important things we did was like creating a budget. So before doing anything else, we had to know how much it was going to cost us. So I used a lot of Excel spreadsheets, I guess, in coming up with that type of stuff. I've been tracking everything we buy. We knew the price of everything we were getting before we actually applied for funding. That was extremely important ahead of time. And even just like, if you've never run a business before, you may have like no idea how much things cost. Like internet and phone for a business is much different than internet and phone for yourself. So figuring that out was a decent amount of work, and finding like a balance point between how much we're going to be spending per month and at startup, and how much we're going to be making per month. So I've done the financials for the next half a decade, basically, trying to figure it out, and it's a lot of work doing that, but I think more important after planning it out for the next 5 years is going in it every other day or every week and seeing what didn't go to plan, either positively or negatively, and adjusting as you go and being able to kind of work with that budget.
you're really focused.
Ah, there you go. Put pressure, yeah.
What's he gonna call it?
Maybe Alex, it just falls like a head.
Okay, you get to clean up all the cat hair then.
What do you think of this space?
It's amazing. It's huge. There's dust up there on that ledge.
Yes.
Ah, I hurt my nose.
I want to be drinking coffee in every shot you ever take of me in this space.
Like every clip I have to use so far is you drinking coffee.
Yeah.
It's fresh.
That's gonna need some work. I'll start dinner.
So, a little more chill in the gym this week. Last week there was just a lot of hype around getting started, getting all of our wood and supplies delivered, tools and all that stuff. So the hype was pretty real. This week, the framing for the foam pit is actually done. We finished it a couple days ago, and we're pretty happy with it. It looks pretty sick. Now they're in the middle of sheeting it right now and then anchoring it. After that, we start building on our bar area, which goes on the other side of the pit. We actually ordered our bars the other day, so we'll have those in the next day or two, so we can get started on that. I haven't been as involved with building as I would like, only because I'm in charge of all of the back-end digital things, marketing, website, social media, all that stuff, as well as all the content we've been posting, the building an empire stuff, filming and editing all of those, and trying to keep that going week by week. This weekend, Dupe Jam is going on in Calgary. I'll be heading over for that on Friday to judge the style competition on Saturday. I have mixed feelings about leaving for a parkour event in the middle of this crazy build-out going on, only because our time is really limited. But parkour events are a huge part of what we do. It's where you really get to meet people and see what's happening. Instagram is cool for seeing what's going on online, but until you meet these people face to face, it doesn't really have as much of an impact. Parkour is kind of old school like that, so it'll be cool. Dupe Jam is always a good one actually, and Matt and Frankie have been running the Breathe Parkour gyms out there for the last few years, so it'll be cool to pick their brain about what they're doing and maybe offer some advice for us for what we're doing. Should be cool.
Alright, let's put one through your top.
Huh?
Let's put one through your top. We're putting concrete anchors in under the piece that we plywooded too early.
What? I'm on Avenue C. I'm really close. Like I could do this sign today. We need bulbs. So it's like $42 per yard. So which is 3 feet by 5 feet, but then I have to cut it to this width so it can go through my machine.
So we're working on getting our new sign going. Measuring out the old one and trying to see what it's going to cost to get a new one put in.
What? Fucking what? Oh no. I'm so sorry. Like side. I hope it doesn't flex off the edges. Come on, play it.
So that's going to be the sign that's going on the front of our building. That's Kyle. We've been trying to price out a few different signs, but it just kept getting out of our budget a little bit. But Kyle suggested that he could actually get a hold of this pretty easily. So he got started on this a couple hours ago, and it's almost ready to go. And it looks way better than we had hoped, and way better than some of the other places we looked at. So we're excited.
Yeah, that road trip would be happening if I didn't buy oil.
So I'm at Dupe Jam. Jordan and Logan are back at the space, getting the building going. Normally I wouldn't leave the space if we were like really heavy on building, but going to these is pretty important, and a lot of our young athletes have never been to a Dupe Jam specifically, but any parkour event before, so it was kind of a big deal for them to come in there and try and compete and see what their skills are like. Yeah, and just see what a functional gym looks like. These guys have been going for a long time, so maybe try to get some advice from people as we're going and see what we can do with it.
The only advice I can really give is that it's definitely going to take longer and cost more than you anticipate, so be ready for it. Good luck.